Are you aware that Finland do not circumcise their male kids? And for piercing of the ear for girls. Hi and welcome back to the Chick channel, guys. In today's video, I will walk you through my cultural shock. For several years, there are still things that are still a bit shocking to me. So let's dive into what I have. Number one of them is circumcision is not allowed in Finland. Finland do not circumcise their male kids. The reason being that the baby is okay. So why undergo such a procedure when medically speaking, the baby is fine? But unlike us, where we are coming from, it's part of our culture, it's part of our tradition to have our male kids circumcised within the first 2 weeks of birth, right? So I was really shocked when I gave birth to my boy, and we got to find out that circumcision is not allowed in Finland. But if you want to circumcise your baby, then you have to do it in a private clinic. There is this Israeli man that does that for most of the immigrants in Helsinki, which is in the capital of Finland. And guess what? He has been the only one doing that for several years until someone else joined him. So now we have 2 people doing that in the whole of the country. So guys, this is really shocking. It has been really shocking to most of us foreigners. And we want our kids to be circumcised. We just want it. Yeah, they're medically fit, they're medically okay, but yeah, we just want it because it's part of our tradition, it's part of our culture. But in many years ago, Finnish people do circumcise their babies until, I don't know how many years they stopped it, given to research, findings, technology developments, in involvement. So over the years, they have to stop it because medically wise, doesn't have any disadvantage when it comes to in terms of medically fitness of the baby. So why undergo such a procedure, right? While the baby is very okay. So Finland do not circumcise their male kids. For piercing of ear for girls, I gave birth during the COVID for my daughter. I gave birth to my daughter during the COVID. So, COVID period was chaotic. So I had to figure out how to pierce her ear at home. But later on, I learned that even piercing of the ear for the girls, you have to wait till the girl is 6-7 years and she decide if she wants the ear to be pierced. I don't know how true it is. So the Finns can clarify me on this, but that's what I learned. Yeah, so for most of us that have our baby girls here, we have to figure out how to do it ourselves. And guess what? I've always been observing most of the girls here in Finland. At that age, they have their ears pierced. So I always ask myself, so if most of the girls, all of the girls I've seen have their ears pierced, so why don't they do it from birth? It's just my own thought. I don't know how true it is. If a mom or a dad want the baby's ear to be pierced early, then they can also do that. But I learned that you have to wait till your girl she decide herself if her ear is to be pierced or not. Another culture shock I want to talk about today is religion. Yeah, so Finland is considered a Christian country, right? A Christian country. But if you go to churches, here in Finland, pretty empty, although the population is also very or the number of members in the church. But aside that, it's difficult to see nowadays the young ones in the church. Possibly the young ones are free thinkers. You see more of the elderly people in the church, and Yeah, you hardly see 20, 30s, 40s, 50s in the church. You most times when you go to churches, the Finns that attend churches are usually from the 80s, 90s, although it's not everywhere as a most, right? So you can also go to other places and see Finns. These days, they also advocate not speaking about religion because they have seen a lot of harm being done by religious activities. But I'm not talking about only Christianity, but religion as a whole. So for that reason, they this possibly I don't know if they decided, but for that reason, most of the Finns are free thinkers and but they keep the laws. They follow the law to the latter. Believe you me, they follow the law to the latter. So Finns, are you guys still religious, or maybe in the near future you see that the Finns might not be, in the near future the Finns might not be, they might take off that religion part of them. Who knows? Okay, so another thing I want to talk about here is when the Finn commit crime. I heard, so I heard that when the Finn commit crime, he or she, when she goes to the prison or when he goes to the prison and she conducts herself well, she might get her pardon very fast due to the conduct. The conduct means that she has repented, she's sorry for what she did, so she can be pardoned earlier than the the recommended time for her or he or for him or her. So clarify me on this, if actually it is true or it is not true. I want to also learn. But this is what I heard. I remember when I asked a question in the class and someone said this about prison and all that. I was like, okay, so if I commit a crime and I go to the prison and decided to behave myself, so within 6 months I can be out. I don't know how to read this, but I'm not asking you to commit crime because you will rot in jail. All right, so where I'm coming from, I've not heard about that. That if you conduct yourself properly, then you can be pardoned. But yeah, basically, I heard it happens here in Finland. So, but you hearing about this, if you go commit crime, guy, you're going to rot in jail. So be careful. All right, another cultural shock I want to talk about here is Finland is not known as an English-speaking country, but most of the young ones speak English. They are taught English in school and they learn English from social media. So if you are new in Finland or you're thinking about moving to Finland and you're wondering how you're going to cope because of the lack of English, you're going to cope well because a lot of Finns speak English, except the elderly ones, but yeah, Finland is not an English-speaking country, but they speak English. Yeah, so another cultural shock I want to talk about is how sincere the Finns are. Honestly, they are very sincere. I'll give an instance. I remember when I went to, there's one item I got from the supermarket. I was like, oh my God, this is pretty expensive. So I met the customer care. I was like, I love this thing, but it's very expensive. The person, yeah, it is expensive, but you can check supermarket B. It's a bit cheaper. I was like, what? Yeah, so this is how honest the Finns are. Where I'm coming from, if you go to any supermarket anywhere to get something, the seller will convince you, will give you 1,000 reasons to get their products. You understand? So, but Finns are not like that. They just give you the honest advice, the honest truths. They'll give you the best. They'll compare and then, they will tell you the best products or the call in terms of quality and all that. So, Finns are usually very honest. Another thing about Finns is that they love exercise and they love nature. They love exercise. Even at 80, 90 years old, you see them exercising. They love to exercise. Where I'm coming from, when you are 80, 90, possibly most times someone is there to help you, navigate your activities. But here in Finland, they do things by themselves. It's very amazing to see. You see a 90 years old person, 95 years old person living alone. Guys, living alone, cooking by herself, doing all her things, cleaning her house herself, 90 something years old. You heard me right? Yeah. Doing things by herself. It's always shocking. It amazes me because it's not like that where I'm coming from, honestly. It's totally different. Where I'm coming from, even from 70, no, I need help. They always advocating for help, but at that age here in Finland, that is even the age that you are advised to exercise, keep your body fit. Uh, Doing that prolong your longevity, you know. Yeah, if you don't have help, you be forced to do things yourself, right? And that is actually what keeps your soul, spirit, and body on fire. So the Finns love exercise, and no matter the weather, they go out to exercise. There's adage that says there's no bad weather, there's only bad clothing. Yeah, so there is no bad weather. Even if it's minus 40, they put on the right wears and off they go. They go and do their exercise. The Finns love to exercise. So let me know about this cultural shock. Which of them is surprising to you, and which one you are disagreeing with as a Finn, or as someone that has been here in Finland for many years, just like, yeah. I want to know what you think about these in the comment section. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And subscribe for those who have not subscribed yet. And thank you.